Hmm. Ha 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 ha. Oh. I'm awful. What am I doing, Stream Elements? Thank you for always being there for me. Okay. So, that is the question. What am I doing? This is like my karaoke setup. Or this is just my setup. But no. If ever there is any confusion just now, no, I am not doing karaoke. There is no karaoke that will be happening today. I've just gone live right now with absolutely nothing really in mind as to what to do. But I thought, yeah, why not? You know, might as well go live and think of what to do while live. Great idea, I know. Really original. So, that's what I've decided to do here today. You know, got some nice music playing in the background while I think and maybe talk about some things that I could talk about. You know, whatever that may be. You know, I live a pretty fairly mundane life, I would say. So there isn't much to talk about, but, you know, some things are possible to be talked about, I guess. So, I guess for the first bit of this, at the very least, this will be a first ever Zatsudan and Just Chatting from me, yours truly, Scarlet Disco, everybody's favorite Scarlet Disco, the one and only. So, man, what do people talk about? What do people talk about alone on their own? Yeah, I'm just, basically, the setup right now is I'm in my room. My cat is in the corner, silently judging, silently watching me, thinking, what is Scarlet doing? What is he doing? You know, just talking to himself, looking at that mic thing. Anyway, I don't think he knows what a mic is. A just chatting stream with no idea what to chat about. What a bold decision. You know, I am many things, and bold is definitely one of them. But, I was thinking, and hello, happy Jalapeno. You are very welcome here. Yes, you're seeing me in shambles, in ruins at the moment as to what to do. I'll be honest with you. The main thing I'm doing now is just I want to stream, but I don't know what to stream, so I thought, hey, might as well just start streaming and figure it out along the way. And, you know, I'm for that idea. Here I am. I'm living it out. So, there's a few things I could talk about. And what those things are have yet to still come to me. Oh. What am I doing? Anyway. Shambles. So, I just ate, why do you have Meow Meow as a tag? I don't know. I liked it. I like it. I don't know. I feel like it would fit my orange cat energy, so I decided to go with Meow Meow. What is orange cat energy, you may ask? Orange cat energy. How do I explain it? So, have you ever seen an orange cat? Garfield, no, not exactly, because Garfield is pretty intelligent. He's pretty smart. But in real life, you know, orange cats are not the brightest. You know, they aren't the sharpest tool in the shed. They're very, you know, they're insane. You know, usually when you have an orange cat, you have an insane cat. And, you know, from my experience as well, having owned multiple orange cats throughout my life, they're pretty insane. And pretty dumb. Which is the main, you know, main defining thing about orange cats. So I went with Meow Meow because orange cat. Why didn't I go with orange cat? Is that why your hair is orange? That is partially why my hair is orange. The reason my hair is orange, it's for multiple reasons. My favorite color, believe it or not, is actually orange. Orange is 100% my favorite color of all time. It goes orange, pink, and then maybe red. But apart from that, you know, I dyed my hair. Like, the only time I have ever dyed my hair, it's turned out orange. So there's that. And, you know, some profile pictures I may have used in the past have had, you know, an orange hairstyle in the whomever is in the avatar of my said profile picture. So that's why in this dear PNG of mine, the hair is orange, you know. But yeah, you know. How long did you keep the orange hair? I actually kept it for a pretty long time. My hair was fairly long when I dyed my hair orange. It went all the way down to the middle of my back. But eventually I decided to chop it off. And for a while I just looked like I had orange frosted tips or orange highlights. But all in all, I kept the orange hair for about half a year before deciding to shave it down and go back to all black. Frosty Boy. Hello, Koron Coffee Crow. Welcome to this. Yes, the creamsicle cut. I was nicknamed a lot of things by my coworkers. You know, not all the best names, but you know, I loved my orange hair in the time that I had it. You know, I got some funny reactions out of people, family members who never saw me as the type to ever color my hair. I just surprised them with like, boom, you know. And, you know, those reactions I hold dear in my heart. But yeah, 6 months with orange hair. It was fun. And now here I am with... Did anyone think you were having a rebellious phase? I don't think so. I don't think anyone really thought that. People just thought I was wacky, which is something by default people already assume of me. I'm pretty whimsical and wacky in real life, just as I am here online and in spaces that you may have seen me in before. But I guess to a certain different degree. So it came to... It didn't come as much of a surprise to people who knew me deeply, but it did come as a surprise to people who just thought that, you know, I wasn't the type. But ultimately, in deciding to color my hair, you know, people just accepted it pretty quickly and, you know, passed it off as, you know, you know, that's something, you know, that tracks, basically, for who I am and what I do. But yeah, I had like an orange ponytail for a bit there, so. And let me tell you, orange hair, not orange hair, long hair, yeah, they knew me as I've always been Wilden, you know. I'm pretty sure I'd get wide-eyed responses from like people in the past, people I knew in the past rather. But I know that they would quickly accept it if ever it came to be that they'd see me with the hair. And some of them did see me with the hair. Yeah, I didn't like the orange ponytail, which is why I cut it down. So, at least for like a majority of the orange hair era, I had short hair. It's what led me to cut down hair that I let grow long for almost 2 years. Hello, cooks. That is me. I mean, I am Q. If you ever check out or decide to look at my panels down below, you can see there that you can refer to me as either Scarlet, Disco, or Q, you know? What the Q stands for, I'll leave that to everybody's imagination, of course. You know, everything can be open to interpretation. You are, in fact, not a letter of the alphabet. Nah, you know, I'm Q, you know? It could stand for QT, you know? There's also a reason why I wanted to stream today without really having much of anything planned, you know? The past, I've streamed having a game prepared. The past, I streamed deciding to do karaoke right off of the bat to an audience of no one. But today, I just wanted to go live and start talking and start chatting, maybe to, you know, flex my Zatsudan bones, my Zatsudan just chatting muscles, and, you know, get used to it more often. And but nowadays, you know, the issue isn't my fatigue or stamina in talking. Yeah, you know, I gotta practice my bullshitting, you know, hopping from one topic off to another and then continuing with whatever else I see or whatever else I come with, you know. The art of bullshitting is something that I think is pretty important when it comes to streaming, and so much so that I think if I am really mastering the art of bullshitting, I could and would change the category of this stream right here to art. But, you know, I wouldn't want to confuse people who aren't too well versed in the art of bullshitting. But I see some names here in chat, and I know that these 3 names I see in chat right now are pretty well versed in it, you know, from my experience in talking with you all. You're all a good bunch of folks. But there's another reason why I've been wanting to stream, because I've been working, I've been looking into things, and I know someone in the previous stream threw it off as a probably joke suggestion, but I thought, you know, why not? I'll take it seriously. It's good to have just a place to call my own. And, you know, just judging from that, you know, maybe some of y'all have already guessed what that thing I took seriously is, and that would be, God, I hope this works first try, a Discord. You know, I expect no one to join, absolutely no one at all, but you know, I made it. You know, it's another extra personal server for me, if ever, something to dump, somewhere to dump whatever and whenever. And I already see that some people have joined in. Thank you for coming in. It's too late. We're in. I'm in. You know, I'm going all in on becoming a VTuber, which is a joke. It didn't work. I says I'm banned. Yeah, that's normal. I thought to preemptively ban you because you're a known. I don't know what you're known for. I'm joking. No one's preemptively banned or anything like that. Everyone's welcome, and everything, of course, is under construction, as is any Discord for people like me. People like me. Wow. Like me specifically, right? So there's that. I'll go ahead and pin that here for anyone else that might come in. But yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to set up and get out there. I don't know why, you know, people like you derogatory. Exactly. Affectionate as well, you know. It can be both derogatory and affectionate, I think, somehow. I'll be honest with you all, you know. I'm not really at all planning to or wanting to take streaming seriously. But there's a certain feeling I get whenever I do stream, you know? And this isn't the whole, you know, viewer to mod to streamer pipeline, or viewer to streamer pipeline in general. It's just, you know, I like it, you know, but I'll never ever take it seriously. You know, I see absolutely no success for me in this regard, and there's thus no reason for me to pursue anything seriously with VTubing. So, as I like to say, I am still a viewer, not a VTuber. I just happened to be here at the time. Missed the golden opportunity to call it Scarlet's Disco Thief. You know, I wanted to name myself Disco Thief when I first started out, but the username was already taken. So I settled with Scarlet Disco. Scarlet Disco Thief. You know what? I'll consider that suggestion. It is definitely considered. Yes, really. Damn it, Disco, I was going to go to sleep, but you started streaming. You know, you are absolutely more than encouraged to sleep. You know, I understand it's pretty late over in parts of the world where I believe you are. You know, it is Monday tomorrow. And hello, Red Fox Outback. You know, I like saying your full name. You know, Red Fox is also good, but I like saying Outback. You'll take that offer, Koron? Yeah, you have been streaming for 5 hours when you rated off there. You know, 5 hours of very painful mahjong, the New Zealander life. So I hope you have you know, sweet dreams when you do sleep. And thank you for coming in with whatever the hell I'm doing here right now. You know, I mentioned just a bit ago that there's no absolute issue with fatigue and stamina in speaking, but I just realized I've been non-stop talking now for the past 10 minutes. Anyway, with not much pause, and I don't really have water prepared. Have a good dream of cuties. Many cuties shall show up in your dream. Imagine thinking New Zealand is real. You know, I haven't been there myself. So, but I'm open to interpretation of other people, you know, other interpretations of the world. And if in that interpretation New Zealand is real and it exists, you know, I can respect that, you know, it's valid to believe in it. It's just insist on Australia. Oh my god. You know, usually they put that title to Tasmania, from what I've heard from actual Australians, but some people do just, you know, lump in New Zealand most of the time when it comes to Australia, the whole Oceania region down there south. But yeah, New Zealand is a psyops from the US Navy when they tried to drag part of Antarctica to California using tow ropes to extract oil. Is there oil in New Zealand? Honestly, all I know about New Zealand is it was the set of Lord of the Rings, and it has a lot of milk. And Koron lives there, and a few other people. But apart from that, I know nothing about New Zealand. I guess I know about the prevalence of what I've seen in certain news articles of biker gangs in New Zealand. And I always found that interesting because, like, wow, you know? I never would have imagined that New Zealand is the place for that kind of culture and, you know, kind of groups to grow. You know, I have no other opinion of them, whether or not they're good or bad, because I don't know enough about them. But it's interesting to know that they exist. They thought there was. That's why the U.S. Navy is covering it up, because they messed up. They must have pulled in the wrong part of Antarctica, because I'm sure there's oil there somewhere. There's a good movie about New Zealand gangs called Savages. That could be something I could look into. I wouldn't say I'm the most interested in the topic, but it is interesting to know, interesting to see. So if ever I have free time, maybe that's something to look into. And for anyone else interested in, you know, the whole New Zealand gang culture, which is, I'd say, pretty and fairly unique, because lots of bikers, they love their bikes down there. I mean, it's not, you know, unique Like, it's not the only place in the world with biker gangs, but you know, it's you know, interesting to see a whole country have a whole bit about it. I had a period when I was big into biker gangs for whatever reason. I would say there was a point in my life where I had like 20% more interest in biker gangs than I do now. And that was a very long time ago. I believe 2009, 2010 now. That was really long ago. The reason I had particularly much more interest in biker gangs than I do nowadays is because that's when the DLC, the first DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, called The Lost and the Damned. And compared to the main game, GTA 4, it focused on the biker gang, which was, you know, surrounding the overall... It does, right? It does. It really fucks so hard. That both DLCs for GTA 4 that came out, I love them both. GTA 4 to this day is still my favorite GTA. But yeah, like it focused on the biker gang part of the whole overarching diamond plot bit that GTA 4 had, and it was interesting to see their side. Yeah, the way that they, you know, handled the Lost in GTA 5 was pretty heartbreaking to see as a GTA 4 fan. Yeah, right. Because I believe in Lost in a Damned, Niko Bellic, is, as you mentioned, was painted as an absolute force of nature. Was when Johnny kidnapped Nico's cousin, you know, Roman. Let's go bowling, cousin, and all that. And then, like, Niko just absolutely demolishes everyone, you know, kills this one biker friend Johnny has that was dating, was it Mikkel Faustin's daughter, I believe, or it could be something else, but it's one of that. Or just, I forget. I think I'm mixing up a few biker gang missions here where we had to kill them as Niko. But yeah, it was a good way, definitely, to show that, you know, new characters are in town. This guy's crazier than Johnny. And, you know, I feel like they could have shown it, you know, a different way, but it was effective with how it was. I'm a little more, you know, in touch with GTA 4 since I just replayed it recently. I didn't finish it yet. I'm kind of like decently halfway through the story, so I'm luckily able to still remember some of the names from the game. But GTA 4, a game I definitely recommend to anyone who hasn't played it because the story is just, you know, chef's kiss, as they say. You know, there is a chance I could just play GTA 4. Do I have it installed? That is the question, though. I do not have it installed. Can I download 22 gigabytes while on stream? Man, if there's anything I want to play right now, it'll be GTA 4. But no, I guess GTA 4 will be saved for another time. Is the internet good? I have like 200 MB up, 200 MB down. My PC itself might die, but my internet is solid. I have 200 up, which is something I'm really proud of, and something I should utilize more by streaming more. But, you know, I'll save it for another time. Something I'll probably prepare more for. I don't know. I don't know if I'll restart again, but I think it might be good to restart again. It's the GTA 4 when I bought it recently for my Steam account is the whole reason why I bought a controller. But yeah, yeah, GTA 4. Speaking of that, speaking of GTA, I never thought I'd see the day. I really didn't think I'd make it. You know, I thought like, oh man, I'm gonna die in like 5 years and never get to see the release of GTA 6. But here it is. It's come and blessed us. I still absolutely love the trailer that came out for it. What kind of specs does my PC have anyways? So, funny to ask. I still can't believe they released multiple announcements for an announcement trailer. I mean, that's how hype GTA 6 was. You know, the view counter broke the moment it came out. Like, it's like the most popular GTA trailer of all time now, I believe. But to answer your question, Red Fox, I have absolutely no idea what my specs, what the specs of my PC are, because it's pre-built. It has some specs. I have some knowledge of what it is, but I didn't build it myself, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, you know, we still have a year and a half until GTA 6 drops. And one thing's for sure, I'm gonna play it. And I'm gonna enjoy it, you know? I'm sure people at first were skeptical to hear that, oh, we're gonna get a female protagonist for GTA 6. Oh, GTA is gone, you know, in this direction and whatnot, but I'm honestly really excited for it. It's something new, it's something fresh. Plus, it looks like we do have the whole multiple protagonists still going on with the guy, but I think we're gonna focus more on the girl. I forget what her name is in the story. At least she was the focus of the first trailer that came out. And yes, my computer is running on a PC, some copper wire, 3 lemons. I don't know about the RDX 3060, but there's an engine there. It's pretty loud sometimes. The only thing you remember about the trailer was hot woman. Yes, it had a lot of that, you know. Women on cars, women in clubs, the main, you know, lady protagonist. So there's a lot to look forward to, you know. Music choice in the trailer was just perfect, you know. Really gave us the vibes that Vice City gave us, you know, 10, 20 decades ago now. 20 decades? 20 years ago. Because that's how old Vice City is now. I think, if I remember correctly, Vice City came out in 2002, 3, 6, 4, 5, whatever. Somewhere around that time. That's a really big, like, mark I just shot. Dart I just shot, but yeah. Cooks, I have never been more disappointed in my life by your response. I can finally feel what happy feels every time I chat. You know, give Cooks a break, you know. He probably rewatched it a bit, you know, went back to some points, and, you know, it stuck with him, you know, the pretty ladies in the trailer. This song right now that's playing, I just have a whole playlist from one specific artist playing right now. If anyone's curious at all, at any point, what song is playing, it's not really any lyrics, but if anyone's curious, I'll gladly share with them here in chat what that is. I watched it once and then had my feed flooded with random shit from it. Yeah, no, that's what happens. That's the YouTube algorithm for you. And yeah, 2002, 2003 sounds right. Because GTA 3 was 2001, that I am so sure of. So Vice City must be in between San Andreas, which was 2004. Oh, man. Well, I will unfortunately have to go to bed. Have fun, everyone. Enjoy your sleep, you know. Have the best rest you can possibly have coming into the week. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. And again, you know, thank you to everyone that ever comes here. Because it sure would be a lot more lonely, a lot more boring, a lot more confusing for me if no one actually came. You know, I was fully prepared. I'm always fully prepared. Like, that's how I psych myself up every time I click the start streaming button. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to talk to myself for the next 1 hour at the very least. All alone. But, you know, it's always a treat to have people come in and chat with me about whatever. Specifically now, it's a surprise because I have nothing on stream. I have nothing going on, nothing planned, so it's just really just chatting. I mean, like, I talk to myself in my head a lot, you know, not as in-depth as I was planning on doing if no one came. But, you know, I'd say it's normal to talk to yourself and talk on your own. And I was already thinking, you know, it'd be good practice to get, you know, the whole solo YouTuber thing everybody has going on, because I always say to everyone that the ability to talk consistently, continuously, off the top of your head, off the cuff, is a super important skill to have when it comes to streaming in general, not just VTubing. But it's definitely a skill that everyone should hone, and I myself am not excluded from that if I'm planning at all to stream more. And do people not recommend that you keep talking even if no one in chat? If no, just in case someone pops in so they don't come into sound. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole purpose of it. You keep it going. At the end of the day, even if there is no one in chat, there's no one speaking, there is chat. Chat does exist, and you talk to chat. You talk to the viewer that may come in at a later time. You talk to the viewer that may check the recording of the stream. And, obviously for funny moments, just saying things out loud works. But yes, that is definitely something I would recommend to people do. Never keep it silent. As much as you can. The less dead air, the better. But again, I also say there is no shame in dead air. There are points of natural pauses where you have to take a breath, where you have to breathe, where you have to pause. Then you can continue on to the next topic. But yeah, what was that sound? I think that was from the song. Yeah, and so when someone comes in, someone new, and they just hop into your stream, they don't just come across someone blankly staring off into space, playing a video game on their own. They come into someone who's talking, who's, interacting, who's, engaging with absolutely no one. At first, you might think they're insane, but it makes it easier for whoever comes in to interact with you as well. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. So, and, they come into an insane person who's around, yeah, that's it. And the insane person will be super duper appreciative of them coming in and super thankful. And, the true filter of becoming a streamer. Yes, insanity is a very thin line. I'm gonna skip the song because I think it's a bit corrupted. Yeah, it's a true filter of becoming a streamer. If you're able to hold conversation all on your own, That's why a lot of YouTubers from the olden days so easily transition well into becoming streamers. I mean, they already have a pre-built audience, of course, but they already know how to talk. They already know how to engage without having to bounce off of anyone. But, obviously some people, who start off as streamers, have a hard time bouncing off of themselves. But it's also good to have people to bounce off of. That's undeniable. And that's why, again, I am thankful for all of you who've come in so far. People I can bounce off of and talk of, because I wouldn't be talking about this now if y'all didn't come in. And thank you for taking note, Cooks. One day you will also fall into the VTuber to streamer pipeline. They just talked in Let's Plays for up to 2 hours at a time. If anything, streaming was easier. Exactly. Let's Players had the harder time. They had to be entertaining with absolutely no one to bounce off of. They had to stare into a camera and pretend that someone was watching them, assuming that someone will watch them. And, that's why those guys found a lot of success. And that's the difference, I guess, for a lot of people that don't find success and that do. Also, you may have all previously heard from me, of course. I'd be shocked if you heard it from anyone else or anywhere else, that I have been previously a VTuber manager. I've been previously a VTuber glorified assistant, as I like to call it. So, I thought, shit, I gotta talk the talk, I gotta walk the walk. I gotta apply the advice I give. And, I'd say I can do it. I can apply, I can apply myself in the lessons that I give. And that's Something I'm still working on. Bro has the best resume in the VTuber sphere. Absolutely not. I can't do art. That's like the #1 most appealing talent in the VTuber sphere. Believe it or not, art. Even if you're antisocial, if you can do art, you'll make it. And shit, probably, yeah, no, definitely. The VTuber to streamer pipeline is real. It's undeniable. Everyone will stream at least once. Whether or not they continue, that is the real question. Whether or not they take it seriously, that is also the question. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm a nobody. I'm just your buddy old Scarlet Disco, you know? I have no other resume, you know? I'm not a mod for people. Imagine being a mod. No, I'm kidding. I can't say that. I'm really glad that people, you know, have come to trust me and given me, you know, the chance to help them out. And, you know, that's been the greatest pleasure I've had when it comes to VTubing because, believe it or not, you know, I just like helping, you know? There's just people who like helping, and I'm one of those people. It's always nice to be of service to people, so there's that. There is that. Oh man. Here it is. Natural pause. I need to breathe. Bark, 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 bark. Also, be of service, Also, apart from the Discord, I mean, you already saw I had the command ready. I have Twitter. I also have a few PTTV emotes. I'm pretty sure I added. Yeah, that. Look at that. I don't know where to see the other ones. Oh well. That's one of them. I don't remember the other ones. Platter. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Cooks. I'm gonna add more. Probably more relevant to me soon enough. But yeah, you know, here I am with my fancy disco ball, the server I just set up, command. So you know, I've you know been productive as much as I could be. You know, I've been thinking of streaming for the past 1 to 2 hours, and I only clicked the button like 37 minutes ago. The way you got BDTV emotes faster than Ronan. You know, it took a lot of convincing before Ronan actually caved in and got BDTV emotes. So, you know, it took everyone, all of us, suggesting. Because, you know, when I first joined Ronan's community back in October, you know, one of the first things I said was like, oh, you should get BTTV, you know, all these emails, blah, blah, blah. It's so much better. It helps you out with moderating. It took her a while before, you know, it took her like a whole 4 months before she actually got BTTV. And I'm glad she did now. There's a use for it now. All those like emote kitchen emotes she made were there. Yeah, October Ronan was a different beast. But, you know, to say that, though, is also to say that March Ronan, you know, the Ronan that we have now, is also a different beast. She's gotten so much better with a lot of things, you know. She's just constantly improving. She's, man, I love watching her. She's a true diamond in the rough. She's shining bright now. She's just slowly buffing it, you know. And I really believe that one day she'll shine, you know, really bright out there among the sea of diamonds that we have here in the VTuber world. You only know November, Ronan? You know, better late than never. As she repeatedly gets sick from food poisoning, yeah. Something that's hit her a couple times now like a truck. And hopefully she learns her lesson. Eats better food. I don't know what food she's eating, so maybe it's just unlucky. You know, it happens. Raw, undercooked food, raw food, but, you know, just don't order from the place you ordered from when you got sick again. So that's the only lesson that could be learned in that case. You know, I think it was a mistake on my part to I still, you know, I've been talking here now for the past 40 minutes, but I'm still thinking, like, what am I doing? I had nothing planned. Was I seriously just gonna talk myself to death? With absolutely nothing? I don't know. Hopefully the music that's gone along with me chatting here has been fine. I could play Minecraft, you're right! Oh, Cooks, you're a genius. Okay, genuinely, I did not think of that. I could always just play Minecraft, and it would still be me just chatting, except I also have this stimulation of playing Minecraft. You're a genius. Mods, shrine this man's balls. Oh, wait, I don't have mods. I am the only mod here. Also, this stream was a test to see if the bot I added in the server would actually ping people, ping the server to say that I've gone live. And, well, it didn't. It just completely disappointed me. Yeah, Minecraft is just Zatsu Plus. I could do that. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that at the hour point and go from there. I'll chat a little longer. Yeah, completely common Dino L. Big L. My goodness. But yeah, that server's under construction, so it's all right. I'll find a better bot. I'll probably I already have my eyes on another bot. Streamcord, which I believe is a bit better than Dino. Since Dino isn't just specifically made for Twitch pings, it is a general use bot, so yeah. I've used Discord long enough to know that there are a lot of alternatives whenever you need one. Except Twitter bots. Those are all dead. They're an extinct species of Discord bot. As well as music bots, which is a shame because YouTube changed its whole legal bits and streaming that way is just prohibited now. But it's a shame because, you know, it was always nice back then, you know, 3-4 years ago. You could kick back. Well, that's not 3-4 years ago, actually. Like, you know, more than that. Like 7, 8 years ago. You could just have fun in a VC with people playing meme music, loud noises. Discord mod? Imagine being a Discord mod. Also, that Uji emote is so goddamn adorable. I love the face that she's making there. She's like, hee hee. Hee hee. That's a good emote. Oh, I love emotes so much. Yeah, I've seen, like, and that just proves it again. Yeah, and you can do that as well for, like, other stuff, ambience music. I've seen people, I've hung around people who roleplayed in VCs before. Dark secret here. I didn't participate or anything, I just watched because it was interesting. And they used, I remember that was one of the uses, is that they had ambience music. Oh, Cooks, you have some as well. Oh, that smug emote is very smug. I love the action lines and everything. I have only done text-based RP. You are a bold person for having to admit that. Cooks, I salute you, to be honest. I could never admit to that. Because I've never done it. Never. Never, ever, ever. What is that yellow thing? Is that a lemon? Is that one of Uji's mascots? It was a big part of my life and one of my favorite hobbies. I've done play-by-post. Oh, Lemon Boy. It's her son, Lemon Boy. Okay. Yeah, you know. You know, one of my biggest regrets, because I had totally the chance to get into a group of people that were into D&D and all that. They were willing to teach me, willing to, you know, guide me through a first campaign and everything. But I declined because, you know, I had prior commitments. I had a date with a cute girl. So my biggest regret is not getting into it. You know, I've never ever done it. I've never done a D&D session, or it is an L considering this. Why is the Discord default role maid? You're all maids of the Scarlet Disco Mansion. That is 100% intentional. This is all like low-level Touhou fan lore or whatnot. I'm just being a nerd. Be lucky you guys are called maids and not anything else, because, you know, the other idea I had wasn't as good. It wasn't bad. It was just not good. It was gonna be servants. So maids is much better. Yes, the Touhou community, the Touhou community. Was it femboys? No, it was servants. I was gonna have each and every one of you be my servant. Would rather be a maid than a femboy than you. I am not a femboy. You know, I should add that tag. I will add that tag. Not a femboy. Not a femboy. There. Not a femboy. It's confirmed, it's official, and it's final. Mods should be butlers if you ever got them. If I ever got a mod, which is something that will never happen, I would only get one mod. And I would name them Sakuya. Now I need to add the Macho Man tag to go with it. Hell no, because I am definitely not a Macho Man. I am just a slim, fit guy, or whatever. I hear QP is a pretty good mod, but he only moderates for females. You know, that's a pretty, you know, common mistake that people believe that this QP person, who's great from what I've heard, by the way, only moderates for females, but I have seen him moderate for male VTubers before. I think 1 or 3 now. Currently just 1 from my memory. You know, obviously I don't know directly who the people he mods for are. A twink. Who's a twink? Who's a twink? Who are you calling a twink? Me? I'm no twink. I'm just, you know, fit and healthy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all the VTubers he mods for are just meant for... Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm not gonna read that out loud. Oh my god, I still remember when you first said that. I'm like, oh my god, what is this guy saying? You're a special one. Happy Jalapeno. A very special one. Start booting up Minecraft, I guess. Minecraft the show. Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. That is exactly the one. So which one are you? I'm a liar. Liar by Queen.
special Christmas edition of a little number called Liar.
Who cares? I don't care. I don't have like a secondary track for music. If this stream gets muted, so be it. Audio jungle, audio jungle. I am a guy. That is something I will never deny. I am, did I lie about anything? No, I didn't. I'm not a liar. But I'm not a femboy, so liar is the only option to go with. Do femboys count as a man? Yes, they probably would. Studio mode, right. Tax purposes, yes. Do, 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 do. Where is this? Oh, I'm setting up things for the hour mark.
I've sinned to your father, Father, I have sinned. Try and help me, Father. Won't you let me in?
That is weird. You ever have to look an account in the eye and justify it as an employee label is not fun. What? What? Okay, so that's that. Why is this not working at all? Center vertical. Center. Okay, I guess that works. Okay, so enough of this. We are now going to Minecraft and Minecraft Craft. What? That is amazing. It's awful. Yippee! There was a notable portion of the cafe-going community that wants to be served by soft boys and caddies or maidens. I won't judge them for it, but I will judge their self-prescribed titles. How does your PC fail? It opened it, okay? There must be an issue of sorts. Okay, there you go. Minecraft. Ladies and gentlemen, Minecraft. Alright, category change. I am actually responsible in changing category. Name your worlds. No! Okay, I'll name my world. Hardcore. I'll call this Cooks. Alright, so we're playing Minecraft. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. I don't believe it either. Name it Jeff. Well, it's too late. It's too late now. Alright. That is all for that. Time to change this to Minecraft. There we go. Make sure I have sounds hard. Okay. Minecraft. Well, no, I did not spawn in a snow biome, so I'm pretty lucky in that regard. We're gonna cut down this tree here. Wow, I can see who the favorite is here. I didn't see your message, okay? And I have no favorites. My only favorite is me. I am my own favorite. And I am also your favorite Scarlet Disco. The one and only Scarlet Disco. God, the fucking frames. Do I have anything open? F that open. Okay. Oh, I know what's happening. I have this, like, way turned up. There we go. That's much better. Right, so... I don't really have anything planned for Minecraft. I remember when I first joined Yozo's Minecraft server for the first time, but I forgot my skin was a certain... It was you! I remember that! I was there when you joined, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It was you! Why was that your skin? What even context and excuse can you give for having that skin on? I can't even think of anything. Like, oh, I was RPing. I was like, why? Oh man, Yozo's server was a pretty fun time for a bit there. No one saw Cooks, luckily. I think it was just a few of us in Jets' side. Ooh, a village. Lucky. I don't remember what your skin was now, but it was awful the first time for sure. Alright. My skin right now is this guy. Ow. Stealing the bed. I could probably stay here in the village and just live out the rest of my life. Start mining, create a house. But I want to explore, you know. I want to go into the wilderness and live my life. Looks like a Persona character, not gonna lie. It's not a Persona character, okay? I've never played Persona. I don't think I ever will. That could change, who knows? The real Scarlet Disco has a Discord now? Holy shit, yes! The one and only Scarlet Disco has a Discord. And that's me. I'm gonna plant these trees outside. Probably here. Let's probably spawn some mobs, but okay. Oh well. Boop. Boop. Okay. We got this house over here. This one house or two houses that spawn on top of each other? It's just one house. Okay. Chests. Oh, chests. More apples. Lovely. Oh, wait. Right. The only thing I know about Persona is Alex hates it, and your character commits not alive just to kill bad guys. Yeah, I have no idea about anything related to Persona. All I know is that there are... What do I know? There's this cat thing, and there's this robot thing. Run into the woods to live a nice, peaceful life. I could do that. That's true. But I want to loot this village first. I want to steal everything that they have and love. I already got this. Okay. This thing should have a chest, or at least a block that I can use. This is not. Oh well, okay. Carpet. So I got this. We got a lot of wheatsicles. Okay, crafting table. There we go. Okay, so we at least have a food source. The Iron Golem is pretty sure at stopping a literal raider and Pillager Scarlet ... What are you dotting me for? Am I doing something wrong? Did I miss a chest inside? Am I stupid? No, I didn't miss anything. I'm being efficient here. You made a square with wooden blocks. You didn't see that, okay? No one saw that. No one ever saw that. Imbolus. Hello, Imbolus. Welcome in. This is the Minecraft server of all time. This isn't a Minecraft server. This is a Minecraft world. Okay, hold on. Just turn all this into wood. Your skin looks like a protagonist to a visual novel. Yeah, I'm logged in. If I press tab, you can see everyone else that's here. No, actually, this skin... If any of you have ever watched The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, then that might give you an idea as to who this character is. I also have another skin that I can use, but people always call me a femboy when I use that, so I avoid using it. And I will continue to do so. Because I get called a femboy. It's this Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. It's an anime from the spring of 2006. Too many words. Yeah, for someone like you, yeah, that's too many words. Horimiya better. I have never seen Horimiya. Ah, fuck. Okay, there's nothing interesting here. I should check out Horimiya. Yeah, I've heard it's good, yeah. But yes. Yeah, I've heard, yeah. I believe that. First manga ever, huh? Huh. Okay, it's pretty valid if it's good. You know, it's a good manga to set your standards to. For me, what was my first ever... My first ever anime has to be something like Dragon Ball or Sailor Moon, but I never really watched that. So I'd say the first anime I ever finished is either Whisper of the Heart on like local TV or something else. Bees everywhere. High School the Dead when you were 12. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that you had this experience, Coach. At 12? I don't know. At least it isn't anything worse. It's better than nothing. Better than not being a weeb at all, because being a weeb pays off. Literally. Redo of Healer? Oh man. I read the manga of that when it was still first coming out, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fucked up. Like, if this would never be made into an anime, I said to myself. And what do you know? It did, and it was awful. The first Dragon Ball, the first one I fully finished was Soul Eater. Yeah, Soul Eater's a pretty good first anime to finish. I thought there was a river down here I was about to jump. Yeah, Dragon Ball, definitely, I think a lot of people's first anime because it's on local television everywhere. Is it better or worse than the anime? I don't know what you mean by that. Is it worse than that? Is it worse, or better as in, like, better quality? I haven't seen the anime yet, but I have seen some clips. I still definitely always recommend reading the manga. I'm sure they probably censored some things for the anime. So I'll always say, you know, read the manga instead of the anime. My first manga was a translated copy of Shonen Jump I got from a mail order book catalog Somehow I already had the anime episode of the chapter of Naruto issue the issue had on DVD. Oh, that's nice. Must have been a good Shonen Jump issue. Also, I found another village. Would you look at that? Aren't we lucky? I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Actually, I'm not lucky. I'm Scarlet. My first manga does not exist. You know, that's the first one that's been mentioned here in chat that I do not recognize at all. Oh, actually, I guess Pokemon would be the first. Yeah. You know, some, like, bigger anime would be a lot of people's firsts. But, like, I consider my first to be the first one I ever finished. And for series... I said movies earlier for the first ones I finished. But definitely the first one I've ever... What do you call it? First one I ever finished was Haruhi. Which is where this skin of mine is from. Ah, that makes sense because it doesn't exist. Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay. You've never read a manga. You know. If there's an anime out there you like, you know, consider reading the manga. If, you know, available through what means possible to you. My first scene, not episode, scene of Dragon Ball Z was Cell cornering and absorbing Android 18 as a 5-year-old. Wow, that is awful. Ooh. Look at that. We're all suited up. Hey, kitty. I reverse image search your avatar and your account comes up. That's great. I'm glad to hear that my account comes up when you reverse image search my avatar. Or unless you're talking about someone else here in chat. I don't really see it. Bear in mind. I've been to this. This is the same goddamn village. I just did a complete full circle. God damn it. God damn it. Damn it. I was looking for where you said it was from. Oh, no. Not my avatar. I meant my my Minecraft avatar is Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, not my my stream PNG. Yes. I don't actually remember what my first manga was. Oh man, if I admit out loud what my first manga was, I don't think I'd ever live it down. Have any of you ever heard of... No, I'm not gonna do it. No, I get the confusion, you know. Avatar. I'm seeing the game right now, so I'm not really seeing the screen, so I understand why you mistook it for that. Nah, say it. Yeah, the PNG's custom art. You can check the panels below for credits as to who. At the moment, it should say Kinsokuji desu, meaning classified information. I don't know if I have permission yet from my mama to credit her. So that is something I will have to check out and deliberate with her. What's the manga? Say it, coward. Okay, so if my memory is correct, the first ever manga I ever completed and read was Nozoki Anna. Kill you and your kids. I'll let you live. So if any of you want to Google that, feel free. I will not elaborate on what the plot of the manga is. Is it the streamer who I think it is? It reminds me a lot of someone's art. Really? If you can have a guess as to who, you know, you're entitled to that guess. It's definitely not shonen, and something for sure in regards to anime and manga genre, it came up with it was a smart it's a cherry thing. Okay. it was a smart decision right there to use it's not yaoi. My first manga was not BL. But in terms of genre, I really don't like shonen much. I like any other genre but shonen. But no, it was not yaoi. It was ecchi, but not yaoi. Ecchi, sketchy, wantachi. Yes, I like seinen more than whatever you call shonen. Shonen? More like Ronin. That makes no sense at all. I don't know what I'm saying. Ooh, what am I doing in Minecraft? I could always just go attack a server. I've been told it is allowed to be streamed. Finish cutting down the tree. I got lazy, I'm sorry, and I don't want to break my axe yet. I enjoy a good bit of high intensity slap fights and screaming. Aliens? Aliens where? Making floating aliens. Yeah. That's what those are. I feel like I'm gonna die here by sinking into a patch of powdered snow or something. Okay, I survived. UFOs. Ah, I see. I see. That's what you call them, huh? Oh, I'm freezing. I'm dying. Oh god. Whew. Whew. God. Jinxed it. Almost. You know, almost. But I'm still alive. I'm still... Oh, shit. This looks pretty. Very pretty. That's stone. You know, if I was good at Minecraft, I would make this the place where I build my base. Yeah, you know, imagine like a big head right here, my player head, and a bridge coming down here, and I'll walk into it, and the whole mountainside is my base. You know, I'll have like a visible enchant. I'm not gonna go into this anymore. Not gonna lie, pretty good place to have a base. Exactly. No, we could turn this water all into lava. Nah, that's not. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be a Minecraft Let's Player. I'm just playing Minecraft for the fun of it. I'm not gonna live another night here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ha 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 ha. Oh god. Yeah, welcome to Germacraft, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I have no idea about anything related to Germa. But he's just so known that I accept that. Ooh, dogs. Your dog. Hi, dog. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I love dogs. Oh, this is a mistake. I've been awake the whole day. I've been awake for the past 10 hours. We know. What do you mean? What do you mean we know? What does that mean? Ow. Go Iptun, yes. I shall soon eat. But first, I need to... We know you like dogs. Perchance, have you seen the new Horizons mod, a Distant Horizons mod for Minecraft? You know, I've been out of the... out of touch with the whole new mods with Minecraft recently because, you know, I've come to like the vanilla Minecraft experience compared to when I was playing it years ago. But That's something nice to check out. Do I sleep 12 hours a day? Potentially. We know you have sleep deprivation. That is true. That is very true. But, you know. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Get it? Sailor Moon? Sailor V? C'est la vie. Je ne sais quoi. Je suis un le... I'm not gonna say it. Le phoque. Get it? Le phoque. It means seal in French. I've been studying French. Not really. That's a lie. Sailor Moon? More like Sailor Cringe. Slowly, this will become a sleeping stream. Yeah, slowly I'll just, like, move into bed and completely pause playing Minecraft. And I'll force you all to stay here and sleep with me. That sounds terrible. Don't take that out of context. Distant horizons just increases the render distance significantly. Oh, so you can see, like, way into the horizon. But I just got up. Well, you're gonna go back to bed. I'm gonna drag you into bed. That sounds awful still. Okay, I should stop talking. Well, fuck. Indeed, yeah. Oh boy, this is a big forest. God. Oh boy, okay. If any of you have any funny questions or jokes, feel free to share it in the chat. I'm so sorry. When did Minecraft music make me so sleepy? What is wrong with this place, by the way? What the hell? Bread, you sound like you're getting winded IRL climbing a virtual mountain. I am getting winded. Holy shit. This is the true Minecraft experience. I'm getting tired just walking around. What is this? You saying force you to sleep with me while playing Minecraft is insane considering all the Minecraft YouTubers. Please never take this out of context. I merely meant the act of sleeping. Nothing more, nothing less. Fuck, I don't have Feather Falling 4. We need a Clips channel, by the way. Yes, I was just about to say thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'm just gonna change the animal channel to share clips. Scar. I don't know, just clips. We're gonna call it clips. I don't have anything funny. Clips. There we go. Save changes. I'm gonna mod you. I'm gonna moderate. Haha, go to clips. Honestly, can't wait for Ronan to eventually have a modded Minecraft server eventually. Yeah! I've heard that's something that she wants to do, so it'll be pretty good. Eventually, TM. Why hike IRL when you can hike in Minecraft? Exactly. Suck your mom. No thank you, Cooks. No thank you. I've been having fun so far on Heka's server. I could go check that place out. Check it out and see what to do. I could go blow up. I'd be happy to have it hosted, but I'm moving soon, so I can't do it before. Ah. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe, you can definitely reach out to Ronan and, inquire if she needs, perhaps, assistance in that regard. Also, would you look at that? Is that an abandoned nether portal? Oh my. You know what that means? Loot. Mending golden pickaxe and gold blocks. Great. She always needs assistance. Gotta wait until Ronan graduates. Yeah, I could go blow up. What's wrong with saying that? What do you mean? I like this. I'm gonna mine with this. Ronan is a kind person that everyone should always offer their help with. Hold on, I'm just gonna do something right now. Where is that? Who is up? I'm losing my brain cells. What? How do I ban someone? Why is this not showing? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ban. Okay, there we go. Ban. Sorry, I'm banning bots. In the viewers list, yes. I like cleaning it up. I always used to do this when I was a mod for some other channels. I just banned every weird person I see in the viewer list. I like doing it now. There you go. Ta-da! Should be tidy and clean. Yeah, yeah, that's what I use. That's the same website I use. Your main goal is to blow up and then act like you don't know nobody. On Twitch or where? Yeah, on Twitch. You say... Now, some people, Cuffhacker, don't like to. You say that as if you aren't the most experienced mod here. Imagine being a mod. That would suck. Twitch is the ultimate resource management game. It is. You know, micromanaging everything. We're gonna walk in one direction from now on. This way, probably. You're getting a look at my my specs or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. We're facing east. You are both micro and macro managing Twitch. Yeah. I gotta crack down on all the bots and whatnot. Ooh, Acacia. This is one of my favorite biomes. Hardcore. Too covered up by chat. The game? Oh, the specs? Okay. Oh well, I guess you guys don't get to see it. Thanks, chat. You guys are such great help keeping my PC specs a secret from everybody. Yeah. Oh boy. Why is it that Minecraft has made me more exhausted than when I was just chatting earlier with continuously talking about stuff like GTA? Just gotta type short messages. No, you'll never see it again. I will never press F3 ever again. Hey, it is driving me insane. I'm gonna check out a certain Hackapede server and see what can we do there. Hold on a moment. Connection throttled? What is this? Okay, I can't join. Oh, right. I forgot. I tried this before already. Yeah, could always dig the hole. Yeah, I tried this already. I was streaming. What is that? But I couldn't join. No. It doesn't seem to be an issue. I'm pretty sure it's an issue on my end where I can't join the server while streaming. I'm hungry. Tech W. Indeed, cooks, indeed. There's fire. I could always just jump into the lava and see if I survive. Nope. Nope. Oh! I ran a marathon in Minecraft. It's like I ran a marathon in real life. This is awful. You know, next time I will come up with something better to stream instead of just Minecraft, instead of just chatting like a chump. God. I will persevere. I will push on through. This is my Minecraft story. Okay, server is up against, at least now it shouldn't be a server issue. I guess I can try. Nope. Oh, I guess I can restart the game. Something is better than nothing. Amen. You know what? Did I never change the audio capture? Or did I? I did. Okay. Alright. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I don't know what's happening. Woo. Scarlett's least favorite? What the hell? Hello! I'm thinking, what if I did karaoke instead? Oh, I don't even sing good. Why did I do this to myself? I hope you all having a good day so far. Either a good morning or a good afternoon. America, Europe. I know all the individuals from down south have headed off to bed, snoozing, in their comfy little holes. I'm just gonna stare off into space here and think of something. I'll try and be funny. Nope, can't think of anything. Karaoke? No, never. It's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Nothing apart from take out the trash and unload and load the dishwasher. That's more than nothing. As you've said, you know, something is better than nothing. And I don't know. Oh, I'm still in Minecraft. Gotta change that. Ba. I'm just gonna sit here in complete silence and think over my life as to how I've gotten to this point so far and what I've been doing with it. You know, that's always a good and important thing to, you know, retrospect and in retrospect, you know, and just, you know, take it all in and inhale, you know, like breathe it in, you know. Oh, I know. I'm gonna get my cat. Hold on. Cat, cat, cat. Come here, James. Say hi. Ah, you said hi. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, what are you saying? Ah. You don't like being snuggled right now? Mwah. This is my baby boy James. He's really whiny. It's real, yeah, it's a real cat. Can you believe that? Meow. 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 Mwah. Okay, you're free now. Thank you for the guest appearance cameo, Jan. Oh, I'm covered in fur. That was worth it. I think it is time for me to go to bed. I'm gonna eat. I had a sleeping stream. That'd be so awful. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for chatting with me. I will not be having a sleeping stream, you know. It was fun. I was just bored, so I thought, why not? And, you know, ended up having fun. Yes, thank you for coming. Now, the big question is, because I remember this time, should raid into someone. When will you start posting a schedule? Never! Let's raid into someone nice. What's a good raid message? There you go. Yes, we are. Alright, so thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy Fido. Much better streamer than I am. Have a good one. Bye-bye.